Welcome back to Common Sense Leadership, where we make sense. Today, it's the villain, the last one in our series of victim, villain, and hero. The life drama, the office drama. And again, today, the last conversation, we've been talking more about office because I work a lot with corporations, but the whole thing also applies to your private life, literally. And again, please feel free to post questions and I'll answer them in detail as much as I can. Now comes the villain. In a strange way, the villain is closest to waking up into consciousness. Not Buddha consciousness, that's a different thing, but consciousness, awake, responsible. Why? The villain is quite canny. The villain either grew up in a family of villains, where they are quite cynical and go, well, life's like that, you snooze, you lose. Or they have gone through the school of hard knocks, street urchins who become mafia dons because they had to go in the street and make money somehow by stealing and lying and sticking people up. Or the villain came through the ranks from being a victim, then waking up, becoming a hero, then realizing these guys don't want to be saved anyhow. Tell you what, I'm going to have my cake and eat it too. The other guys are slow, dumb, not willing, whatever. So essentially, the villain is a cynic. And the etymological root of the word cynicism comes from Diogenes, the Greek philosopher who was living in the barrel, right? Poor Diogenes. And he was very interesting. Diogenes focused on living life as real as possible, without frills, without social niceties, because essentially human society is, for lack of a better word, full of show and very short on honesty. And so cynicism, the word comes from kynikos in ancient Greek. Kynikos is the dog. And so what Diogenes said is dogs, they have no frills, they're very honest. When they eat, they eat. When they have a bodily motion, they'll have a bodily motion. And if they want to make love, they'll make love. They don't care who's watching. So Diogenes walked around in Athens and actually barked at people or sniffed at people and was semi-naked, if not naked at times, living the honest life of a dog, as in no frills, no mask, what you see is what you get. So the word cynicism nowadays is negative, but as a matter of fact, all it means is to as is it. It is as it is. So in that way, a cynic sees through the game of playing the victim, playing the hero, position yourself and all that. He goes, you know what? I don't care. I will use this game to my advantage. Whatever it takes, I'm going to shapeshift, I'm going to push you, I'm going to kick you. I might kiss up to you if necessary. So there is several varieties of villains. Some of them are very overt, open. So they start yelling and start oppressing you. Those are the aggressive villains. Then there is the political villains. Yes, boss, of course, boss, whatever you say, boss. The moment the boss walks out the door, this villain, the political villain, goes and says, hey people, let's have a chat. What will we really do? And they actually have the informal power in teams. So that means that the villain has seen through the game, is quite realistic about the game. That's how the game is played, whatever. Is amoral. Let's talk about ethics. It's amoral. There is no morals, and go, but I'll do whatever it takes to win the game. Good. How do you actually wake up the villain? What's the method? We always have to have method. The villain is also so lost in his or her game because they are right now the smartest kids in the room. Nobody has figured out what game they're playing. Or they go like, I don't know how to crack this person because they are slick, they're smart, they always have an answer. How do I grab this person? So the method is very, very similar to the method we employed with a victim. Since the villain lives in the denial fantasy that he or she is the smartest kid in the room and nobody can figure out their game and they can do whatever they want because they're always sprinkling fairy dust in everybody's eyes. What you do is this. You just go, okay, Larry, poor Larry. Larry, Wednesday, Tuesday, Friday, 3 p.m., I need this report on my table. Simple report, whatever. Choose whatever simple task. Friday, 3 p.m., Larry, great, thanks a lot, ciao, I know you're busy. Friday comes, guess what will not be on your table? The report, because Larry, sure, in here, out there, he doesn't even say, I tried. He ignores you, and normally he gets through with that, right? You're like, never mind, I've got better things to do. So Friday, 3 p.m. comes, you wait till 4. 4 p.m., Larry, Larry comes in. Keep your desk empty, nothing on the desk. Yes, boss? Larry, what day is it? Friday. What time is it? 4. Look at my desk, Larry. What do you see? He was like, nothing. Precisely, Larry. Friday, 3 p.m., remember something? Oh, yes, of course. I'm sorry, boss. I got so busy because of the lunch here and the meeting there. And I got very busy. And here is the difference. With the victim, we will show compassion. Because the victim, we have to literally build them a bridge and go, come over. It's safe. We want to save you. The villain is the opposite. The denial bubble of the villain is very strong. It's made out of concrete and steel, rebar. So you really have to lay on the hammer. And the method with the villain is to say, listen up, Larry. Don't say anything. What? Larry, why do you think I did this? What do you mean? Larry, why do you think I did this silly, simple exercise? What? What do you mean? This was an exercise. I needed to show you your behavior. And look at them. You have to eyeball them. This is the moment and the time when you say your game is over. We're not going to play that game anymore. So in his denial, her denial, they're still like trying to figure a way out. No, but I didn't mean to because and I got busy. Shh. I made this simple exercise, so simple, to show you your pattern back to you. Because that's what you do every single time. Last week, explained with specifics how he or she did the same thing. The week before that, specifically showed them the case study, how they repeat their pattern of pushing stuff away, explaining stuff away, not taking responsibility, and always having a story like a bunny out of the hat. And this time it's over. And so their denial is very strong and their anger will be very strong because so far their game has worked. So what you do with them is to say, 4:30, tell you what, we're done with this. I do not accept this anymore because frankly speaking, every single time you drop the ball, the other team members have to pick it up and I'm not interested in that. You're very smart. I like intelligent people, but if you think that you can play us for a fool, that's not gonna work. Number 2, if you think that I will let you ruin your career because your behavior is less than desirable, plus how can I promote you to become a leader if your only game is to get away with less? Then you're sorely mistaken. Are you firing me? No. It is 4:30, go home and think about it. Monday morning, 9 o'clock. Tell me if you want to be on the team and really start working and growing into your full potential as a leader, as a human being. But if you're not interested in that, your actions speak louder than words, and this will be the end of us in the next 6 months. Because I respect your life too much and the choices you have to make for your own future. I respect the time of my team too much because I will build a world-class team, but you need to make a decision. Yeah, but, thank you, see you Monday. So what happens? Denial, I got caught, anger, I don't like it, you have to listen to me. No, I don't have to listen to me, go home. Guy goes home, girl goes home, and this is where you cut them off. Go home, because that's when their brain starts boiling. All their strategies so far, hiding, pushing, blaming, getting angry, are not working right now. That's why the whole brain, their synapses and the neurons start doot, 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 and they literally get headaches sometimes. And position, counterposition, like children, playing all kinds of strategy games in their head. Where Monday morning what happens is that the person will come back. Guaranteed, 99.5%, the person will say, I'm in. Okay, you're in. So new rules of the game. You tell them what you need. We're going to be on time. We're going to be correct. If you can do it, you say yes. If you cannot do it, you say no. Tell me why. We're going to figure out how to solve it together. If you deliver quality, great. If you don't deliver quality, I'll push it back to you. You have to improve and you will ask me how and why. But playing the game like the past is not acceptable. So now mainly two possibilities will happen. The first possibility is that Larry will have changed behavior for a little while and test you. Maybe you get slack on him or her. And then they go back into being who they were. At the same time, the team is watching you and the villain and going, will he really change? Will she really change? So if Larry starts going slowly back, testing you by coming late or not delivering, or the quality diminishes over the next few weeks, you crack the whip and go like, hello, it's me. You think I'm silly? If you don't want your career, it's not about me. If you are not interested in the opportunity that we're offering you, me, the team and the company, the organization, then tell me so. I don't have time to play. Because frankly speaking, remember our friend AI? The time we're wasting right now, for me to educate you like a teenager, we don't have the time. The technology is coming on very fast that will take away our bread if we don't move fast. So tell you one thing, go home, think about it, come back tomorrow. Are you in or are you out? Second chance. Sometimes people actually come through and they go like, okay, enough. Second opportunity is that the person has come back Monday morning after a whole weekend of sitting and mulling and going, yeah, no, that was less than brilliant. Ouch, that hurt. It's not my boss is right. It's like, no, I put the egg on my face. And you know what? It sucks. I am 35, I'm 45, I'm 52. And my results aren't that brilliant. And frankly speaking, yeah, who am I kidding? And so you will realize, and this is very important, and we'll talk about it in the next video, how do you read a person? I'll teach you a method on how you will realize whether the person got it or didn't get it. And that's a major shortcoming that the majority of people have in leadership and also in family situations, because what comes out of the mouth is not what you need to listen to or what will tell you the truth. Welcome back to the next session where we do more common sense.